everybody? My name is Haley.
Hey y'all, I'm Mooly.
Welcome to
to
Courtside
Courtside
Cousins.
Cousins.
Hey, cousin.
Hi guys.
Episode
It's
7.
uh, 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 we almost at episode 10. I feel like we should do something special because it's such a round number, and it's my favorite number. It's my
Actually,
birthday.
y'all, I was born in 10th month. Well, you was born. Oh, you got double tens.
Yeah, that's why it's my favorite
10,
number.
10, and I'm 10, 12. Okay. Actually, in the comments, we want them, or actually, yeah, on threads, y'all tell us what we should do for our 10th episode.
Yeah. Y'all don't do nothing else we ask y'all to do, but we usually ask at the end of the episode. So maybe if we ask at the beginning, y'all will be, you know, obedient. Anyway, hi guys. I'm the only WNBA player to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year, Candace Parker.
And for the second week in a row, I am Alyssa Thomas.
You gonna tell them why?
Well, y'all, I officially got my diagnosi.
You officially got diagnosed.
Diagnosed, that word. I do have a torn labrum,
So she
um,
too has boneless shoulders.
and we'll have to get surgery. So, y'all thought I was in
It's not
shambles.
funny, but
Y'all thought I was in shambles last week. I'm really in shambles this week. But yeah, hopefully it's a quick surgery, quick recovery, and again,
granted, everything goes well.
yep. Granted, again, Alyssa Thomas, I give you so many props
She
for playing
got
basketball.
both of them
Both
broke.
of them.
I mean, torn. Both of them are torn, and she still be out here shoving them into people.
Props. I will continue to give her props through this whole journey that I have to go through because I can't get through life like daily things like picking up my dog. Like it's
And
ridiculous.
she out here with a whole career with two torn labrums.
A great
Crazy,
career. Like
crazy.
what is it? The last how many consecutive years that she's been in the like MVP
MVP
conversation?
conversation.
Yeah,
With torn labrums, that is insane.
big props. But today we are going to y'all, we're quick highlights. I mean, emphasize on the quick highlights of these games.
Getting through these games.
Because there were a lot of games. Because we really had some tea to talk about.
We gotta talk at the end, y'all. We gonna yap. Y'all gonna
Actually,
respond.
this ain't facts. Like respond in the comments. Like tell us how y'all feel about what we're talking about. But yeah, so we're gonna quickly go through these games. Starting off with the Wings and the Sun, which finished 109-87.
Wings got their first win. Somebody had to win in that game.
I said in the last episode, I said one of these teams are gonna end up blowing each other out. And I said I don't know which team was gonna do it, but I said like we think they're evenly matched, but one of these teams are gonna blow the other one out. And 22 points, the Wings did. But we got somebody who was figuring it out. Moving on to Liberty and the Valks, which finished 95-67.
Another blowout. There were blowouts this week, guys.
They
There
really were.
were there were blowouts. The Liberty was in two of them.
Liberty, Liberty. So
That
then
was
we have the Lynx in the Storm, which finished 82-77. That was a good game. I actually have watched all these games on this list from last week. That was a good game. The Lynx keep doing it. Still undefeated.
it's like it's what can you say about the Lynx? Like every time we talk about them, it's like I mean they're doing Lynx things. Like they are good. They're good, and they got threats off the bench too. And everybody doesn't have that. Like they're a well-rounded team.
Yeah, because like even when Fee went out, like they still had players that could hold it down. Like there's not
Hmm.
teams that you could be like your star players out of the game and they can still hold it down. But yeah, they did their thing like they always do. Dream Sparks 88-82.
That was a good game.
It was a good game. Go Dream.
Dream.
I would like to say, oh, listen, we're gonna get through these, but I would like to say, y'all can't tell me literally absolutely nothing until Friday when the Dream play again. But yeah, um, Mercury in the Sky,
A closer game than I expected with the
the
way
Sky,
that the Sky has been playing.
yes, the Sky. I'm proud of them. I am proud of them, and we'll get further down into that. But yeah, they're always so close. Well, they're getting closer. They weren't close at the beginning of the season with these teams, but they're getting closer and
I
closer and
would
closer.
say always.
No,
Now,
no, no,
come
no.
on now.
They're getting closer and closer to like matching up with these teams, and it's just it's gonna come down to defense because like we see Ariel can put up the points. Now y'all gotta play defense to stop the other team from scoring. Um, yeah, moving on, we have the Mystics and the Fever. Let me tell you, go Mystics. The Mystics.
The Mystics heard y'all call them mediocre, and they
And we're gonna
said,
keep saying
okay,
it.
we're going to get a good coach. We're going to get a coach that's going to stay throughout the whole season and not leave mid-season. We're going to get some rookies that were showing out. Like, we kept saying that the Mystics were being quiet during free agency. Then they started making all of those trades and stuff to get these rookies. And the Mystics are, I don't know that I want to say they're a contender. They might be a stretch, but they look better than they've looked in
Well,
years.
I told you my three teams that I said that would be most likely fighting for that last spot in the playoffs are the Valks, the Sparks, and the Mystics, and they could fight for it. Granted, for the Fever, Caitlin Clark was out,
Hmm.
and their offense gets real stagnant when Caitlin's not there. Like she pushes the pace, um, and they kind of
But
look
also, the
lost.
Mystics are a good team
Oh,
this
they are.
season.
Yeah,
So,
no, yeah, yeah.
they getting up there. I mean, shit, they almost beat the Aces. So I don't put nothing past the Mystics right now. They balling.
And we said in previous episodes, like what's gonna happen with them is just experience. They just don't have like their young team, and that's what's
Hmm.
gonna some of these games that they're losing on. It's just end the game, and you have to close it out. Um, but moving on, we have the Liberty and the Valks again.
Didn't
This
expect
is
that game to be as close as it was.
no, Jesus
They
Christ,
were without Tip for this game.
they were without Tip for this game. And they held on longer than expected.
Hmm. But
This is
Veronica Burton is
this is the game that Jonquel was out.
okay.
They were playing out Jonquel and somebody else was out for the Liberty. But yeah, Jonquel.
Niara.
I think yes. Yara Sabali was out. Um, but yeah, closer than what's expected.
Yeah, Veronica Burton and Julie Von Lowe are kind of holding the belts down. I wasn't expecting those to be the names that came out of the bay, honestly.
I mean,
Shocked me.
if you're looking at the people that they have promoted, like is that the face of the Valks? I already said like the three main ones were Kate, Tip, and a little of Kayla Thornton in there. Like they didn't really promote Mo very much,
Mhm.
and like the people
Which
that
is crazy.
and I will say the Valks have some debuting rookies that are actually out here doing some like big work on the offensive side. And so I'm sticking with my dysfunction and then possibly making the playoffs.
Honestly,
Sticking with it. But next we have the Sky and the Wing. Let me tell you, the Sky got their first win, y'all.
it was against the Wings,
Ah, no,
and
we
I'm not
celebrate everything.
downplaying it.
We
I'm
celebrate
not
everything.
downplaying it. I'm not downplaying it. I'm saying it was against the Wings, and the Wings had just come off of their first win, and I was like, they on a high. They finna blow the sky out.
Somebody posted and said, I think y'all got it messed up that the Wings have been close in some of their games, like where they could potentially have won, and the Sky like are nowhere near any of that. So the Wings are about to blow out the Sky.
I
What?
mean, it wasn't a blowout, but
No, they said the Wings were gonna blow out the Sky.
I know what they said. I'm saying the game itself was not a blowout.
It
However, it
wasn't.
was not
What?
wasn't a win for the Wings either. I really thought they had that.
I'm
I thought
winning.
they had that.
I'm winning. But moving on, we have the Sun and the Fever. This is the game. This is
This
the
is the
game.
game where JC Shelton took out Sydney Colson's legs and then turned around and took out Sophie Cunningham's ankle in the
And
same
as
game.
and as soon as Sophie got injured and they took her to the locker room, they subbed in Dewana Bonner and Dewana Bonner said, "I shoot threes." And like made like three consecutive threes to bring this game close. That wasn't supposed to be, that shouldn't have ended as close as it did, because the Sun had a pretty good lead on them. Um, but this is also the game that Money Mabry went crazy, and she finished like 26. Like she went crazy on them. But yeah, congrats to the Sun on their first win. And I think it was a Sun fan that said it was like the Drake meme, and it was um, like starting the season like oh or whatever. And then it was like, but then getting your first win against the Fever.
That's a good. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The is that the Hotline Bling video
Yes.
when he like,
And then he's like, yeah. So, congrats to them. We will see later that didn't last long for the Sun.
yeah,
Um,
we'll talk about their next game.
yeah, because so next we have actually the Liberty and the Mystics. I
The
think I was talking
blowouts, the 20-point games or close to 20-point games this
for the
week
Liberty.
were
For the
crazy.
Liberty, like, can we talk about the Liberty? Like the Liberty, I think I said this. I don't know if I said this in the last episode. I was talking to somebody, and somebody compared the Liberty this season to the first year that Katie got traded to the Golden State Warriors. Yes, flawless basketball, like team basketball. It was like it's just they were already good, and like the Warriors were already good at the time when they got Kevin Durant. The Liberty were already good. They just came off of a championship. And then you add in Natasha Cloud and you have all these other players that are just gelling together so well.
Do you listen to Jordan Robinson's podcast, the Women's Hoop Show?
I have which episode?
The one that just came out this week. I was listening to it this morning at work, and she said that there's a discourse on social media saying that this Liberty team could beat last year's Liberty team. And
Yes.
I was like,
100%.
unfortunately, I have to disagree. I mean, I have to agree. And I don't even like the statues like that, but
No, 100%.
they a scary team right now.
Yeah.
They are
Which is
frightening.
crazy because you just won a championship and now like y'all got better.
Y'all got better.
Yeah.
Like it's given. I mean, it's given the Aces. The Aces won the championship, and then the following year got better.
Yeah.
Now the following year we got hurt, and we are still recovering.
Still
But
recovering
we
from that.
ball. We ball.
We show up and we support it. So then we have the Aces and the Sparks. That was it was a good game.
It was a good game. It was I think we everybody expected it to be so tense because KP was coming back for the first time, but apparently was welcomed with open arms. It was not a malicious trade. Like it was no animosity when she left. So I didn't expect it. I didn't expect her coming back to be tense,
And
but it's always tense when De'Erica Hamby is in that arena. Um, we know she had a traumatic exit from the team. So whenever she is there, she's playing her best
yeah,
basketball.
yeah,
Whenever if she's at home and the Aces are there, she's playing her absolute best
yeah. Because
basketball.
at the end of the day, how like what we might see is like something small and trivial. It's a
It
trauma
affected
response.
her.
It affects her.
It affected her. That's the team that drafted her. That's the team that she had been on since her rookie year. That was her and KP's team. And I mean, it's not that many players that I wouldn't get rid of for Candace Parker. I'm sorry. I see why that move was made.
Yeah.
Now, Candace didn't make it through the whole season, didn't come back. So, you look at it like, was it worth it? Because Candace didn't make it through the whole season, but it's
Yeah.
Candace Parker.
Yeah.
If
And
you
it's kind
put
of
Candace, if you give me a choice between Candace Parker and De'Erica Hamby, I'm gonna pick Candace Parker. And I don't know
right.
many people out there that won't.
And even like that was a part of Candace's like career where it was like, she had done all she could do in LA.
She
She
wasn't even in LA at that point. She was in Chicago.
no, I'm getting there. Like she had done all she could do in LA. She went to Chicago, and it was like Shawty just wanted to retire. And honestly, if the injury didn't happen, I don't think she would have. I think she still would, still playing, but she had to focus and hold on that. So, but yeah, it was kind of a blowout, and I think in the fourth quarter, the Sparks like we push off the gas pedal, and Sparks started to come back a little. Still ended
And
up
then
16 points.
Asia lost her shoe.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you, the A1s play defense. All I think I commented all Lord, first team all defense is that shoe plays defense. Great defense, actually. Causing turnovers.
Have you seen that picture somebody made put a Aces jersey on the shoe?
No.
Like it's De'Erica pointing at the shoe and the shoe got an Aces jersey on.
Yeah, because no, and then have you seen the one where it's like De'Erica's like, oh my gosh, and then Jackie's like, our ball. It's our ball. But yeah, but moving on, we have the Lynx and the Mercury, 74-71. They both of these teams were down like their players. This is the game that Kayla. This is a game that Kayla McBride went kind of crazy in the first half, and then um.
Which I think is overdue because she is her.
Well, listen, when Fee's not playing, like the person that gets the most shots is gonna be K-Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And like she joked during Unrivaled and was like, Cheryl, don't let me take this many shots. But I mean, when you have ball dominant players, then yeah, I see like you have to spread it out. And I think I told somebody, I said outside of Fee, like when the whole team's together, outside of Fee, it's hard to pinpoint which player is going to take off that game.
And it's just crazy because they have a team full of players that can have themselves a game
Yeah.
every night.
Because in this game, AT was still out, and they fought hard, and the game was tied, and I think it was like, it was a buzzer beater, or like 3 seconds left in the game. Like it was like short amount of time left, and Tish went and shot the buzzer beater, corner three, and it's like, have you a game, Sam? But again, the Lynx did what the Lynx do, and but next we have the Dream and the Storm. Let me tell you about my dream team. Let me tell you about my dream team. My
And
dream
then we'll
team,
talk about the storm.
my dream team was down 17 points in the third quarter. And I was like, I can't do this tonight. And if you're listening, all these games we're going through, I'm on a winning streak with my teams.
Hmm.
And I was
So
like,
I need you not to jinx it. Don't say too much. Don't get too excited.
listen. I was my little streak is like 5 days long. Well, if and you add all the games that they didn't play, I'm on like a 14-day high of my teams winning. But no, listen, down 17 in the third, I was like, let me just turn the game off and come back to it. Like I'm gonna come back level headed. And as soon as I turn the game back on, bro, Leash is going crazy. And not only, well, no, stop that. Not even just Leash. It was Leash,
Ryan,
Ryan, it was
Nas,
Nas, it was Bree. It was just team.
everybody.
It was
It's a
team
team effort.
basketball. Like I'm literally like going crazy in my room. I was like, This is team basketball. This is dream basketball. And they came back and beat the Storm. Being down 17 in the third quarter, like this is not no first half thing that you're coming back from. Like in the middle of the third quarter, you have a quarter and a half left in the game, and you come back, caught up, and surpassed. Oh, that was such a good game. I think he texted me and was like, "I missed it. Like, where do I need to start?" I said, "No, watch the whole game because y'all need you to be disappointed, like I was."
Absolutely not. Tell me when they started winning. It's the
I
fourth quarter.
need
That's where I
you
need
to
to start.
be, yeah, I need you to be disappointed like I was watching the beginning of the game and then get excited because it was more rewarding because we were down and we came back. Um,
Now, as we're recording this, the Storm did win a game a couple of days ago. But they were on them a nice little losing streak
that
after.
made them 0-2 since the shady little post game conference.
And if you don't know what we're referring to, Erica Wheeler had herself a game against the Aces that first game. I'm not gonna lie. She showed up and showed out in a way that we have not seen in years. Shocked a lot of us. And she was interviewed post game. And the interviewer asked something, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact question, but something about like, what is driving y'all this season? Like, how are y'all able to play so well and so efficient as a team? And she snarkily said, well, first of all, we like each other. We're able to take direction from our vets. Like we're okay with taking direction from Skylar and Nika. Like they're the leaders of this team. And that was shade. There was a lot of shade. It can be interpreted as the aces not liking each other. Also, it could be shade to a situation that she wasn't even there for. She was not there last season. So for you to throw something out there like alluding to Jewel not being able to take direction from Skylar and NECA, that's Jewel's team. That was Jewel's team. They
It was
came
just
into
two.
Jewel's team.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been a fight for power, and they came
And
onto Jewel's team.
my issue with her saying that is again, you weren't even there.
You
You
weren't
weren't even a
there.
part of this. Like you're causing more issues because the fans are already running with whatever story they can come up with, and you're causing more of
Mhm.
an issue by saying like shady thing like that. But that's all right because they was at, when they lost to the Dream, they were 0-2 since that conference. Yep, yep. But moving on, we do have the Sky and the Wings again. And I was like, now Paige is out for this game because Paige took 2 hits to the head in the same quarter. She ran into Sloot in that first game, and then she got hit in the head by Cam on a
Yes.
I don't. It was just ridiculous. But yes, she was on concussion protocol and is still out on concussion protocol. Um, but
And I
what
do
we
have something to say about that coach too. We'll get to that
we'll get to
afterward.
Timo Jesus.
Yeah.
What we will say is what I will say is that I honestly like we got to see Ariel Atkins go off in these 2 games.
Hmm.
And I believe you asked me the other day, do I take back what I said? I do not. And I will get to that later after more games. After more games, I'll get you.
Ariel, girl, I
No,
am
listen.
fighting the good fight for
No,
you.
listen,
I'm
listen.
trying.
I told you, I like Ariel Atkins. I do. But what I had said, and I stand on what I had said, and there's a reason why. And because the 2 wins against the Wings, I need to see this same output against the Liberty.
Facts.
I want to see this same
Facts.
output, you know? And so I'm a realistic fan for my teams. But go ahead about your
Eh,
about Coach Mr. Togetherness.
we gonna get to him. That'll be in the gossip section at the
Okay.
end. We'll get to him. But this is a nice segue into this Liberty Fun game.
Y'all, when I first day first listen, first day of the
Hey,
Commissioner Cup. First day of the
hey,
Commissioner Cup. When I watched it from beginning to end. And like even at halftime, it was like, oh, y'all are down bad. And then
down real bad.
went on a the Liberty went on a 17-0 run to start the third quarter. And then Marina went up to shoot and Sab went like right under and her ponytail was hanging off to the side. And she had to show the ref. She said, "Do you think my look at my ponytail?"
Me.
She and they won the challenge. And you can see Serena like running around. It's like, girl, like mind you, you're up 46 already. As like, and you're going crazy. Um, but yeah, it was straight BTA from start to finish. And honestly, this could have been like a 70-point loss for the Sun. If they would have, if Sandy didn't pull the starters, this would have been a 70-point loss. And
They were up. It was like a 50-point game at this point, and Sandy was still like, no,
we're gonna keep
JJ, get
jumping.
out there.
Yeah. JJ, get out there. And then I was like, all right, they're pulling JJ. Here comes Stewie. Why is she in the game? Like,
What
let
are we
them
proving at this
like.
point?
I think I want to say because they were trying to beat their record. They had set their record. I think was it the
19.
yeah with the 3 point with 3 pointers, and the like you can hear it as you're watching the game. They were like one more three
Hmm.
because they had tied the 19 again. But yeah, I think
And I think another crazy stat is everybody on the team hit a three with the exception of Marquisha Davis, and they were trying to get her to hit that last one.
insane. Like the game was so insane, and I had told somebody I was like, just don't turn on the game. Don't turn on the game. It's not worth it. Like it's so bad. And then I was like, you know what, y'all? It's starting to get entertaining because I want to see how far they can push this. Because for the Commissioner's Cup, like if there's a tie, it becomes a point differential, and they really could have ran the score up like plus 70.
Man,
Like,
I don't think we said the score. The score was 100 to 52. It was a 48 point.
and that's after like the Sun bench came in and the Liberty's bench came in, and the Sun finally started making a run with the bench players, and yeah, this really could have been pushed to like a 70 point win for Liberty.
The Sun is gonna get it together
Hold on.
eventually.
Wow. The funniest part about all this is when they posted the score, Courtney Williams get in the comments and said, "Damn."
Damn.
And then on their Twitch stream, um, they had FaceTime Marina, and Marina was
Wait,
like,
wait, wait. Nobody knows who they is. Well, people
"Oh,
might not know who they
sorry,
is.
y'all. If y'all don't know, Stud Buds on Twitch is Tish and Courtney, and they are single handedly saving the links from their boring
Boring.
single handedly because they have the other players like Fee was on there, and like Fee's actually funny, like or funnier than most people think because we don't get to see that side of her. We see all the business part of it, and so Fee's funny. They got on there, and the whole trend that's going around with is is Miss Frizzle gay? That is hilarious because they told her and they explained out to Lon why like they thought, and they said you're just a free spirit like a Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
And we're talking about Alana Smith. Alana Smith, however you say her name.
Is it Lan? No, it's Lan. Lon.
Alana.
Alana.
I don't know.
Lan. Yes. But yeah, Stud Buds. After this Liberty Sun game, um, Courtney had FaceTimed Marina and was like, basically, I got beef with you. And she was like, Courtney was like, I'm not saying that this is like, I didn't say damn, like a bad damn. It was like, damn, like, that's crazy. And Marina goes,
Tough love.
you can hear Marina. She goes, do you know how embarrassing that was?
Marina is hilarious.
Hilarious. And because somebody had pulled up, I think Marina finished like -1 or -52 for the game. Someone's like, this has to be a record. So I understand where Marina's coming from because, yeah, she said she had beef with Courtney over that situation, but they hashed it out. Um, but moving on to the Mercury and the Sparks, 85-80.
Sparks almost won that game.
The Sparks should have won the game. It wasn't. They were up a lot. They were putting belt. BTA. They was putting straight BTA in that game, and
Mind you, there's no Alyssa Thomas, no Kalia Copper, no Natasha Mack in this game.
Satu just came out there and like just stepping into threes, and then like
Satu said, I know I'm part of the big three. My cohorts are not here.
yeah.
I got y'all. And when y'all come back, we gonna show the league something.
Catherine Westfeld also had a good game.
It was Haley Jones' first game with Phoenix.
Put on to the Aces in the Storm, 75-70. Let me tell you. And honestly, this should have like it should have been payback for the previous game. And it was at one point, and I think they kind of just like well, they didn't give up, but the Storm kind of went on a run in the fourth quarter to cut
Mm.
that lead. But the Aces were playing Aces basketball.
They looked so good. They looked so good. Even the rookies, because Aaliyah and I came in and hit some real big shots.
10 points.
Kit, you showed out the last time y'all were at the Storm. This time, my girl got 4 fouls in like 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
It'll get better.
And I just felt so bad because every time you can see her like head drop, and I was like, she can't even pick up and get a rhythm in this game because literally it's
Mm-mm.
foul after foul, and it was like offensive and defensive fouls. Like, oh Lord, yeah, we're
It'll it'll
it'll
get
come together.
better.
But yeah, I would like to say my team does in fact like each other. I just had to put that out there, and I posted about it. And that made the Storm 0-3 since the Shady press conference.
That game, the fouls were fouling, the turnovers were turnovering.
And I
I
honestly was
blame the ball, that Commissioner Cup's ball, because at the beginning of the game, the announcers did say that the players said that it was like slicker. It didn't have the same type of grip as the original ball, and that showed the turnovers were insane.
a crazy stat is going into this game, the Storm, their highest turnover game was 15. They finished the first quarter with 8 turnovers. Hello, the Aces lead the league in with the lowest turnovers per game. With before this, it wasn't even 11. Now it's 11. But even if we stick with 11, they had 18 turnovers in that game. Like
It was crazy. It looked like the Harlem Globetrotters. Like nobody could keep the ball in their hands. It was insane. And honestly, I was watching it like, at what point do they just say, okay, we need to switch out the balls? Like, I get we trying to use this Commissioner Cups ball because it's a Commissioner Cups, but
bring that, yep,
look at how the teams are playing.
yeah,
We need to bring the orange and white ball.
yeah,
Let's, but
nothing, nothing to give.
the turnovers were turnover, and the bodies were hitting the ground.
I was praying. I absolutely was praying that because when Asia and Erica Wheeler ran into each other, and Erica laid out on that floor, and Asia went to go help her up, good sportsmanship. But whatever the fans were saying to Asia, I was like, make her mad, please make her mad. I want to see her dunk on y'all.
It did, because she was like,
Calm down,
like,
like
calm down. And then what I didn't like in that scene, like if you watch it closely, because it was played so many times. If you watch it closely, Dominique Malonga comes up and she kind of pushes Asia out the way, and then Nika comes up and pushes Asia out the way. And like, I feel like that was unnecessary, because don't touch me. I'm over here trying to be a good, I'm
I
showing
understand.
good sportsmanship. I'm
Yeah,
showing good sportsmanship, because when we ran into each other, I honestly could have walked away and let y'all figure it out. But I
yeah,
came to make sure she was okay, because I'm a good person, and y'all pushing me out the way. Don't touch me.
yeah. And that paired with what whatever the fans were saying right there, like Asia eventually she
It
just walked off. She
I
said,
was just about to say it irritated her because she walked
she was
off.
like, calm, like relax, calm down. And I mean, yeah, it was just a lot going on right there. And whoever the fans are, they obviously, I don't know, there's no space for hate, whatever. Nobody's investigating nothing. Nobody stopped. Like, anyways, we're gonna let that one because
Erica Wheeler hit the ground so many times. I know her body hurt so bad the next day.
somebody commented on my one of my posts and said that they was like, when I
She was acting
posted
like
it,
Tip.
when I was like, I said 0-3 since the Shady press conference, and someone was like, "It's all right, she got it back. The floor got it back for us."
Got it back in blood for real. Somebody, I think it was Cass, had posted Erica was giving her all on the floor. I said, yeah, her blood, sweat, and tears. Because man, she was on the floor more than she would. It was
now,
giving Tip.
now, this is what I have been thinking. Erica Willis had a big, big uptick in everything. Could Erica potentially be
Most
in it
improved.
for most improved?
If she keeps this up, honestly, yeah.
Like I was looking and I was like, I really had to go look at like Fever games, and I was like, and granted, she is getting more minutes, but she's actually like she's making her minutes worth it.
Hmm.
And like she's up like averaging like 10 points now, and it's
Off the
like,
bench, like coming off the bench on fire.
yes, we did not see this last year. We did not.
We haven't seen this in
That's
a
why they
few
asked her to
years for
get drug
her.
tested after that first game. Because
And the way that she was hitting the ground and bouncing back up in this last game, I was like, no, for real, get the kids ready.
like,
Have her pee as soon as she gets out to the matter of fact, test her hair.
but I think she could be in the conversation for most improved. I still think Slim's the front runner for that, but
Tosh, um, yeah, Erica is showing out. I hate to say it.
yeah.
She's showing out.
Yeah.
If she was not, if she was not on an opposing team, I would be so excited for her.
Oh yeah, because it's like what happened last season and whatever. And someone broke it down actually and said if Erica even played more minutes with the Fever, she when Caitlin is the type of player that there's certain players that can play with Caitlin, which is why they had revamped their whole team basically over there.
Mhm.
And it's like only you have to be fast paced. There is no stop and slow down and change the tempo. It's go 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 go. What did Caitlin say? I like to sprint. I like to sprint. I sprint to my room. I sprint everywhere. She likes to move, and there's just certain players that can't buy and fit into that. And you saw that even with like, I mean, even with Liz is having a way better season than last year.
Mhm. And she's playing happy. She looks happy this season.
And it's just like
Sometimes we'll get to that, but
listen, I try not to like couple them together all the time, but they just be doing stuff together. Like Liz and Nay really be just doing stuff together. And I don't remember what game it was, but Nay ended up getting the block. But right there it was Liz. Like it could have been anybody's block for real. Or even when Nay missed the layup and here comes Liz with the and one. Cause I think she got fouled. No, 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 she didn't get fouled. But she came and cleaned up the boards for her. And I was like, you know what? I'm trying not
y'all
to
cute or whatever.
I'm trying not to group y'all together, but it's just it's something poetic about y'all being out there playing together, you know? So but actually we do. We have one more game, the Lynx and the Valks. Let me tell you about the Valks, right? So this dysfunction I was talking about. Kate Martin did not play a single minute in the first quarter. Kate Martin came in the second quarter and dropped 14 points. Kate heard what y'all said, and she dropped 14 points. Now, granted, Kate didn't score no more points for the rest of the game. Tip also got injured here.
And with a
Again,
mask on.
like the tunnel fit was a choice. I can't lie. I like her style. I do. I really like the style. But I like for like the picture came across my screen and I was like, who is this? That's scary. And had to
I
go
was
back.
embarrassed.
Like I had to go back and look at it because this is scary.
I was embarrassed. Somebody said it's giving criticize, criticize, criticize. You ever seen Django? That scene from Django?
Yeah, yeah. But the Lynx ended up winning that game. But I mean the Valks stayed in there for a while. But that is all the games. Now we can like really gossip about what's going on in the W.
Yeah. Where to start? I want to start with the Wings. We'll save Seattle.
Okay, okay.
I want to start with the Wings and Coach Hare, Coach Man Bun. He is losing that locker room.
And as much togetherness as he thinks is going to help them win games, he-
You continue to be outcoached in almost every game that y'all play. and you have a great team. It's so much talent on the team. Y'all should not be losing all of the games that y'all losing. And y'all have it's all these games are winnable. Y'all be right here. And it's just like you can't I I don't know that we've ever let go of a coach mid-season.
We have somebody asked that question on Threads. There's been two coaches. They said I think one of the Fevers coaches had like left in the middle of the season, and then there was another coach. Supposedly there's
Chicago.
two. Mm-mm.
It happened in
Oh,
Chicago.
so then it was three because I want to say the Sparks also. Was it the Sparks?
It's actually now that I'm thinking about it, it's been several because it happened in Chicago, it happened in Phoenix, and I want to say it happened in Seattle. I might be making that one up, but it happened in Phoenix. I know for sure because that's how they ended up with the coach that they have now. Because somebody left mid-season, one of the assistant coaches stepped in as an
Yeah.
interim coach, and then they didn't give that position to her. But I would petition for us to let him be the assistant coach and let Nola coach their team because at this point, have you watched the full post game interview with Nate and Liz?
No, I did not. I saw the one clip. Um, what I don't like about like to add on to that, I did only see that one clip, but I also he just like says a lot but says nothing.
Nothing at the same time.
Like even when I posted yesterday of like when he was talking about like Paige being out and like
It
Kat
was
being out.
him. He spoke about Paige being out with like a smile on his face. Like your star player, your star rookie has a concussion, and one had to tell y'all that she didn't feel good, that she
Yeah.
felt like something was wrong. And two, it's the way that you're speaking about it is in a haha, yeah, she's hurt, but we'll be okay. Like your
Which I
player
don't
is
like
hurt.
because his other quote that he has out here is that he was saying like our system is a team built for everybody. It don't matter what school you went to, what position you were drafted, what like it was like shade. I didn't like. He's just been talking like it's just a lot of talk and it's just not making sense because you're talking a lot of stuff and it's just not relaying like it's not translating to the court and y'all winning.
It's not translating to the court. It is we all looking at him sideways, and so is that team.
And you can see it on the bench.
Because
Somebody took a picture that was at the game, and it was like they were just like distraught.
they're depleted because
Like,
we have a good team. There is no reason with the moves that were made in the offseason, there's no reason that they should have the record that they have right now. There's no reason at all. And I'm a big Maisha Hines Allen's fan. I don't think she should be starting over Tierra. And I was giving Tierra shit at the beginning of the season, but she get in the game and make an impact, and then you bench her.
which we will talk about the game that just happened on what was that Tuesday? Oh, that was yesterday. Lord,
Yeah.
and it was like she played Tierra McCowan had played like 5 minutes. That's all she played for like the whole game or something like that. And it's like she came in there and made a difference, and then you bench her for the rest of the like. Do you want to win? Are you tanking?
It's hanging
Like,
on purpose, and like they've done that already. They've tanked and got the number one pick. Let's not do it again. What do you like? This team wants to win. You are losing that locker room. Like you lose that locker room, and it's over for you. It's done.
for the whole
Even
season, like,
when
and it's
even
early.
it's so early, and like even last season when they didn't have a great season last season with Coach Tremmel, and you could tell that the players still loved her. They still
Mhm.
believed in her. They ain't got that film.
So I want to talk about somebody mentioned the amount of men that are coaching this year as head coaches. There's
Mhm.
something about a women to women, woman to woman coaching. There's something different built into like it's a different understanding.
Mhm.
And like I know I was telling you that like my personal experience is like for the first 3 years of high school, I went to high school and my coach, he was like the most technical. He could get you, and tell you. how to put your hand this way, your leg this way, land this way, spin this way, turn your body this way. One of the best in the state. And I was just like an average thrower. And then it wasn't until I changed schools my senior year, and I had a coach who, nah, he wasn't gonna tell you how to turn your leg this way, this way, this way. He mentally broke me down to the point where I was out there having fun, being free, and that was my best year. And that's how I ended up at a D1 school for track and field. That's what these players need. Somebody that can tap into the mental of these players. And that's what I told somebody the difference between Tyler and Teaspoon is for the Sky. Tyler, one of the Becky said is one of the best developmental coaches that she's has had, and that is probably going to ring true. You might have like these players for the Sky might have some of the best, like their skills might change. They might develop he's trying to develop Angel into a playmaker, and that's true. But Teaspoon connected with her players on a different level. And even I think Enrique said that during Unrivaled, like Spoon, like talked to them and believed in them
Mhm.
and knew that they could pull something. Like she was pulling something out of them, heart. She was pulling heart out of them. And I feel like that's what a lot. That's the difference between a man coming in to coach versus a woman coming in to coach. And one of the only few coaches that are men in the league that I feel like connect with their team is his dream head coach and the Mystics head coach.
The Mystics. Hmm.
It was in slow-mo too, and he was like talking to some, I don't remember which player it was, but I said whatever he said to her, I believe him.
I
I
run through a
believe
wall
him.
for him myself.
I believe him. I sure do. Because you can see he's buying into the players and he's understanding what the players are going through and what he needs. Like he was saying the right, it felt like he was saying the right thing. I don't even know what they was talking about, but it looked like he was saying the right things. And
And that translates on the court. You can
it
see it
does.
in the way that they play.
It does.
And you can see it in the way that the Wings play. Like Dejanay put their team on her. Like we're not talking about the game that happened last night, but Dejanay put the team on her back last night
You
to
know,
almost win that game. It was winnable. They were very close. They were playing a storm, but they were super close. And it's just like, what are you doing? You're getting out coached in every single game that y'all are playing. Every game, and it's showing in the way that your team is playing. It's showing in their faces. It's showing in their body language. They not happy. I would not be surprised if he doesn't make it through the whole season.
yeah. I understand. And
I wouldn't be surprised.
somebody asked me that, and they were like, "You can answer on the podcast." And it was, what coaches do you think are going to get the boot? He could possibly get the boot in the middle of the season,
Hmm.
but then again, I don't know because he was hired as like Kurt hired him as like a that's his homeboy. Like, this is his friend.
Yeah, but like last night, there was footage of Kurt leaving that game irate. Yes.
I mean, I would too because Kurt, what's going on? Because I'm trying to
At this
think.
point, Kurt, come out the office, get on the court, coach this team.
Do we want him to do that?
He'll do better than Timo Jesus.
Probably with, I mean, okay, so that might be the difference between like him with the Sparks last year. Like his team got injured. He was missing so many players, that kept getting injured. Or whereas he has the players,
Hmm.
he might do a better job coaching this team.
He might. I could do a better job than Timo Jesus is doing right now.
Yeah, singing Kumbaya music is not gonna help this team win. I can't lie. And
Somebody said he using the power of friendship to coach this team, and they are not My Little Pony. So I got a child, I got a daughter. That was Pooh's thing when she was little, was My Little Pony, and that was the name of the series, The Power of Friendship, and everything was centered around friendship, togetherness, friendship. That's how we succeed. Sir, are you a coach or are you Fluttershy? Like, who are you? You Rainbow Dash? What are we doing? My parents, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know them characters.
yeah, another big scandal going on is this morning I woke up to some crazy news. Like, actually was confused, but Lee Rue wants out of Seattle, and her representatives have asked for a trade out of Seattle.
We are 2 weeks into the season.
If I'm thinking about this as like analytical or whatever, like no emotions, no drama, I think it simply comes down to, well, one, she's getting heat from China because she opted to not play for the Chinese team, and they were just expecting her to play more, her to have a bigger role. But then you draft Dom, and between Dom, I mean, Neka can kind of play the five. Ezzy, Lee's just not getting what she, the minutes that she needs to be
Mhm.
getting. And I thought Lee was going to be a great asset for the Storm because in the
And she
preseason,
has. When she gets out there, she
yeah,
is.
in the preseason when Dom wasn't there yet, like Lee was out there. I said, "Oh my God, this is gonna be a good year for girl. Like it's gonna be a really good year." And then Dom gets there, and it's like that's who she's sharing her minutes for or minutes with. And then, so analytically, I think it comes down to playing time and the pressure that she's getting from China. Um, on top of that, we
But
got
messily, this is the second player in a very short amount of time that wants out of Seattle.
and
Third, if we include Stewie, but that was a couple years ago. But
yeah, but if we're being honest, it did come down a little also for Jewel in the playing time and how she was being played. Also,
if y'all have not listened to episode 2 of The Warehouse, Jules podcast, I'm going to ask y'all to go listen to it because Jewel is saying a lot without saying a lot. She's saying as much as she can without getting in trouble, I'm sure. But her mentor is also on the episode, and he is filling in a lot of blanks. Like it is some tea being poured on the episode. And it would also explain Jules' kind of demeanor last season with the storm, and also why she's showing us every single one of her teeth with the aces. Why she has not stopped smiling with the aces.
she's
It
free.
it if y'all listen to the episode,
And I think their coaching staff needs to, like, as much as the fans want to make drama with whatever else is going on, this is now. So it got released that there's also an investigation, which we'll get to because we also got another notification literally as soon as we started recording this. But there was an investigation that supposedly had went out, and it was against the coaching staff. And it's like this is
in
the,
the league security.
yeah, and the league security. Like this is the second investigation. Granted, the last one was external. This one was supposed to be internal. And it's like, what's going on? And supposedly, Annie, Annie got out and
I don't
said
trust
there.
her.
I really don't either. But Annie got out and said there is not an investigation going on, and that the claims that were made were actually about an assistant coach cursing at a former player after Sunday's game.
No,
They played the Aces on Sunday.
there's only one former player on the Aces. Is all I'm saying. Um, I really am gonna ask y'all. Y'all don't do what we ask y'all to do anyway, but I'm going to ask y'all to go listen to Jewel's episode because Jewel gets very vulnerable about what was going on in Seattle and the toll that it took on her mental and emotional health, the toll that it was taking on her physically. Um, Jewel had said that she broke down crying after several games, like still on the court. Come on now.
Yeah. But actually, we didn't even
Listen
gossip
to it,
that much.
y'all.
Listen, we didn't even gossip that much. And, next week we might have some more gossip. We actually took a little longer going through those games than I thought we would.
It
Like,
was the last couple of ones we lingered on those.
yeah. But moving on, everybody. For our courtside cousins player of the week.
I'm not at my desk. I can't do my drum roll.
and I only have one arm. So
The best I got.
Miss Alicia Gray.
Alicia Gray. Doggle leash.
Listen,
My girl.
I don't think she even understands how proud we are of her. Like,
Is this her first player of the week?
well, no,
Hold on. Let me look.
pause. Not only did she get Player of the Week, we can talk on this. She also got Player of the Month for the league, and like, I don't think like it makes me so happy just to see her get these awards because like we knew it was there, and there's a few more. There's a few other players that I know it's there, and I just want them to all get their shine. Are you looking it up?
I missed this. I did not know she got player of the month today.
Yep.
Leave. Girl. I'm so happy for her.
Like
Like
so proud.
we were kind of side eyeing this new coach because white man coming into Atlanta with a very black team. Mm, But I mean,
After, let me tell you what changed for me. After I met him at the Atlanta Dream Cookout, he came up to like he
you
was
trying to
walking.
piss me off?
No, I'm not. He came up to us like and was walking around, shaking people's hands, and I was like, you know what? You're cool with me. I feel there
It's
was
something about you.
it
I
was some
like you.
energy. It was some energy that I felt. I was like, you're cool with me. And even when he was like introducing Ryan, he was like, my ride or die, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're cool with me. Like I like what you're doing.
And I do
Um,
like what he's doing in Atlanta. They look amazing this season. Like they look so good.
yeah, proud of them. But our rookie of the week for the second week.
Mhm. A repeat offender. Prrrr.
Did
Okikiola Iriafen. I think I said her last name wrong last week, but
you?
I fixed it that time. I think
Oh,
I left out I don't know. I said it
a
wrong and I
syllable,
caught it.
something.
Yeah, I caught it immediately after I said it, but I was like, I didn't say it now.
Yeah, for the second week, Lord, like that's my front runner for rookie of the year.
hmm
Now, granted,
Her
I
and
know
Sonya,
like, and
they're
I
gonna be
know,
neck and neck.
yeah, yeah, and I know like Paige is gonna come back. Like, she has been out, so she hasn't been able. We've been seeing, we've been seeing. I don't know with
With
Timu
Timu
Jesus.
Jesus.
But we've seen an increase on her side that right before the concussion, and she's still figuring that out. But as of right now, Kiki has it for me. She's the front runner,
She
and
look
like,
her and Sonya look good. And
ew.
not to downplay Slim or anybody else on their team, but like they kind of carrying the Mystics.
Oh no, no, Slim's doing her thing. Like I said, Slim is still in my most improved. Like she's my front runner for most improved. Um, but yeah, that team is like I don't know. It's surprising a lot of us, and I love watching them play because they're so young and like even like Melbourne, she's a character. Have you seen? Did you? Who was it? Somebody hit like was it?
The ball, and she was like,
He's a character. Like they're actually enjoyable to watch. So I don't know. The Mystics are doing something good, and Kiki and Sonya are gonna be neck and neck.
yeah, they look good. See, I had a game. It's another would you rather. Let me see if I remember it. I didn't write it down. Would you rather get dunked on by Lisa Leslie in her prime, get dunked on by BG in her prime? Now, in both of these scenarios, you are a vet. Like you've been in the league for a minute. No, I take that back. In both of those scenarios, you are a rookie.
Welcome to the league.
Or would you rather get dunked on by Dominique Malonga as a veteran?
What did Neca say? You're never too old. You've never been in the league too long to not get a welcome to the league moment. So I think I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take getting dunked on by Dom.
As a vet?
Yeah.
Nah, nah, embarrass me my rookie year. Don't play with me as a vet. Embarrass me my rookie year. And
I don't know. I just feel like she'd be
honestly,
the least like. I feel like with BG, at least Leslie, like they are dunking a dunk on you. You know. I just feel like it's one of those with Dawn. She seems so sweet. Like every conversation they've had with her in any interview, she's like such a sweet
but she's a
person.
baby.
Yeah, she's
She's
19.
literally
Oh wait, you know
19.
what? She's 19. I just let a 19-year-old dunk on me as a vet.
Yeah, yeah. I think about that.
But I feel like you're in the same situation with Lisa and B. Like I feel like those fall in the same.
Now, I would never be tall enough to be in these situations in my life.
Girl, I'm only five
However,
eight. I'm not tall enough either.
but if I had to pick, definitely let the legend dunk on me, Lisa Leslie as a rookie, because that is a story to go home and tell.
Yo, ma. Lisa
Lisa
Leslie dunked
Leslie
on me
dunked on
today.
me. It was embarrassing, but
And be
like,
excited. No, and be excited about it too. She dunked on me.
she was the first person in the league to ever dunk. Like she dunked on me.
You're right. You're right. I changed it. Because, yeah, Dominique Malonga is 19. And I'm a vet. And I'm a U.S. vet. So that means I couldn't come in to 22. So,
Right.
yeah. I'll take Lisa. You're right. Lisa Leslie dunking on me. I'll be my
Okay. Lisa Leslie dunking on you. Asia dunking on you as a vet. Or I'm gonna bring Dominique back in.
You have my answer. Asia. I'm letting Asia dunk me. In her A1s. I want to be wearing A1s while she's dunking on me. Like
Uh-uh.
we can make a Nike ad out of it. Yep, Asia Wilson can dunk on me.
My answer is always gonna be as a rookie. I want everything to happen to me as a rookie. Please don't embarrass me as a vet. Because I'm going to take it personal.
No, listen, because
I'm gonna
I'm
be
a
running down
I,
the court with tears in my eyes.
rookie vet sophomore whatever. I don't care what it is. Asia can dunk on me, and I would be okay with it. I told
I'll
you
be
she
running down the court with tears in my eyes, ready to fight.
nah yeah Asia can dunk on me. Rookie or vet. I told you we can make a Nike ad out of this. I could be wearing the A1s, and she dunk on me.
Gonna
In
be
her,
A1 on A1 crime.
yeah, A1 on A1 crime. Just know that. Like if because you got to think about it. If you're wearing like the amount of support that you have to have as a player to be wearing a current player, their shoes. So it's like you already have. I would have respect for her because I'm already wearing her shoes in game. So I gotta have respect that she dunked on me. Like how Leash is, Leash will tell you like she dunked or she blocked Asia before Asia blocked her.
Hmm.
But it's respect. Like, yep, Asia blocked me, and I think I even like had commented and I was like, because originally she had said, "I'll travel before you dunk on me," and then I had commented, I said, "Least you forgot to travel." She said, she was like, um, she's like, "You're right. Something else traveled though." That ball.
That ball went to the concession stand.
It was a respect thing, and that's why I feel like, yeah, I would let Asia dunk on me. That's like a respect thing. You got
I
me.
just I don't want Asia to do nothing on me. I don't want Asia to get an and one out of me. I don't want Asia to dunk on me. I don't want Asia to block my shot because she do that stomp afterwards. I will be so embarrassed. She'd have knocked me to the floor and then her big ass A1 by my head
Okay,
stomping.
so listen, I would just pull a Gabby. I mean, Gabby had nothing. She couldn't do
She
nothing but
laughed.
laugh. She couldn't do nothing but laugh when she got blocked. Like that's how it would be. Yeah. So I pick Asia to dunk on me.
Realize as I be watching the games when stuff be happening, I be like, damn, this why I didn't go far in sports because I would have got up swinging. Like when I be seeing hard fouls and stuff, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Y'all wouldn't have been able to hold me back. I would have got up swinging.
Yeah. Understandable.
When they
Understandable.
be forcing jump balls, I'm about to hit you because why are you holding me like this?
Funny
Why
little
you
story.
wrapped up with me like this?
Funny little story. In high school, my my sophomore year, or going into my sophomore year, um, I played the four like a stretch four. Like they used to put like I could go out to the corner and shoot, but like I'm 5'8". The girl that I had to guard was 6. I think we looked it up the other day. 6'3", 6'4". To the point where she went to LSU, had a great career, actually got drafted by the Aces.
You showed me her before.
And that's who I was trying to guard in practice over the summer, like going into my sophomore year, and like she was a senior. And it was like, what do you expect me to do, coach?
Drew said, at this point, it's rookie hazing. Because what do you want me to do?
Hey, what do you want me to
What am
do,
I supposed to
coach?
do?
Like, I'm 5'8". She's like, come on. And it's like, you couldn't shoot over her because, again, 5'8" to 6'4", long wingspan. But yeah, I think about that all the time. Especially like when she left LSU and like got drafted. I was like, that's who I was trying to guard in practice. And you thought I was going to do something out of this? Like, let's be so for real. But
That's something else Jewel was talking about. I don't remember if it was the first or the second episode, but she was talking about her rookie year. She was like, I was 135 pounds,
I
and
saw
they
that one.
had me guarding Maya Moore, Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen. Like, what am I supposed to be doing against
No,
these
and then
people?
they kept like, well, you're not doing good with this player. Go to the next one. It's like these aren't
She's like,
like
"Yeah, do what?"
do what? So yeah,
She said,
totally,
If
totally
I go back
understand.
and watch that, if I go back and watch that, the film of that game, I'm on the floor most of the game." And she
Yeah.
said, Sue had the nerve to tell me, "Stop falling." What do you,
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. But we thank everybody again. We want y'all. We said it in the beginning of the video, so hopefully y'all see it then. But we're saying it again for the 10th episode. We want to do something special, so y'all let us know what we should do, or like so we can
What
think
we
of some
should
ideas.
do?
Yeah,
Should we have like a threads guest? Should we do a giveaway? Should we like what y'all want? Interact,
because
engage.
somebody just asked me, were we coming out with something, and we are very soon. We won't talk about it, but we are working on something to come. Yeah, we're working on something. So we might
I'm
be able to,
excited.
I think pay for somebody to get one of them and give it out as a giveaway for the 10th episode. But y'all drop y'all comments on what y'all think we should do.
The 10th, that's a milestone. That's a
It is.
milestone.
It is. Because we made it, not only did we make it out the group chat, it was a steady pace. And y'all have to be what's the word? I need y'all to give me some grace.
Okay, I didn't know what you were about to say.
No, I need y'all to give me some grace because yes, I have not been as active talking to people on threads and on social media, and that's just because of my shoulder. But I will be back getting my life together. It was nothing crazy.
I didn't know where that was going. But and then like in the process, I was like, but I'm the one to be saying outrageous shit. So we should
Exactly.
be okay. We should be
No,
okay.
I just couldn't find the word.
Because
But
it went from steady pace to you thinking, and I was like, what is she about to say?
no, I just couldn't think of the word.
Mm.
You don't want it's out of pocket, not me. Mind y'all, wait, pause. Mind y'all, I asked her the other day, yesterday actually. I asked her was she a part of Gen X. I asked her was she a part of Gen X. Now, listen, y'all. I
Yeah,
had
Gen
mistaken.
X is
Listen, no, listen, listen,
1965 to
listen.
1980.
I mistakenly had mixed Gen X with millennials.
It wasn't a mistake. You were trying to be funny.
I was not, and I said, and no, this is the statement afterwards when I said, "Are you Gen X?" He was like, "Girl, stop playing." I was like, "Aren't you like 50?" Now that was the joke, and she responded with,
Goodbye, everybody. It's been such a nice episode.
"No."
Love y'all.
She responded with, "And you're 7, and you have bone and shoulders. Are we not even?"
I don't think so.
But we're gonna leave it on that note. You guys have a great rest of the day.
Rest of your week. See y'all next week. Bye.
1, 2,